Alright, greetings man, it's been a while man, it's been a while. Now this video here I really want to deal with, just a story of chaos right here. Really our story right here. I really want to deal with this, you know what I mean? So, now, on this, it's quite a special day today, you know what I mean? On this day right here, you know what I'm saying? This day belongs to this guy right here, you know what I'm saying? This guy right here, what this day belongs to right here, it's quite a special day right now, man, but really though, I may or may not upload this video today, Christmas. I may not upload it today, but I may upload it later. But I really want to deal with this. So now in this video right here, guys, I really want to deal with this story of chaos. Now, over the past couple months now, I've been doing a lot of research dealing with, for those who follow me in other areas, I've been doing a lot of research dealing with this ancient energy. That's why I've really been doing a lot of research dealing with this, dealing with that topic right there. And what I've come to find is that, when you're dealing with this topic right there, what I've really come to find, really though, is really this. I've really really found really what they was really, the ancients was really doing for these thousands of years. I really found and really understood what they was really doing for these thousands of years, and it really gets interesting. So again, those of you following in other areas, you guys know what we've been doing, and the reason why I want to deal with this, as it really is relevant to this, because it really explains how we really got here, how we really got here as a people, but also the state we're in today and how we even got into this state today. Now it makes sense now, and that's why it's so important. Now it makes sense. So, this 2 year journey, this 2 year research dealing with this ancient energy, I really found some stuff, and the stuff that I really found, I've spoke about a lot of stuff dealing with the DC, dealing with the AC, but the more forbidden stuff that I deem to be forbidden, dealing with the TV. You know what I'm saying? Now already you're probably thinking that sounds crazy. Just trying to imagine the ancient TV, the ancient video camera, the magnetic cores, you know what I'm saying? All these different things, the electromagnetic carrier waves, and you know what I mean? And all these things, man, the transformers, and it really starts to get interesting. You know what I mean? And it really opens up. But already that sounds crazy. Some of y'all that may sound crazy, which is the same reason why I deem it to be forbidden knowledge. Because again, for it to sound crazy means that your level of consciousness isn't ready for that. You're not ready for that type of insight. You know what I mean? So really, how I disseminate that now, that's gonna, over the years now, I do have a plan of how I want to disseminate that, but that's gonna take some time for you to get ready for that. But the reason why that's so significant though, because again, it really shows how we got into this state. Because again, like, a lot of Bobby spoke about this, dealing with this, and but Bobby also spoke about how what happened was it simply deteriorated. Our civilization simply deteriorated, right? But that still doesn't explain how, we got into this state, like losing the memory and this and that, all these, it doesn't really explain this. But see, if you look at it from this perspective, it actually starts to, the full picture starts to be painted when you look at it from this perspective. So now, let's say you look at the perspective of, let's say you have a guy, right? You have two guys right here. One guy's on a ladder, right? Another guy's on top of a mountain. So now the guy who's on the ladder, right, and the guy who's on top of the mountain, when the guy on the ladder falls, from that ladder, he may fall, he may, break his ankle, sprain an ankle, he may get just a bit bruised. So he'll shake it off and carry on moving. But the guy who falls from the mountain, he's damn near dead. You know what I'm saying? He's damn near dead. Amnesia, all of this stuff is going to take place. He's hitting his head, concussion. This is what's taking place. So what we're basically saying here is this. And how it explains what happened to us, how it all explains is this. Basically, it was such a sophisticated, technologically advanced, sophisticated, high society. And that when it did come crashing down, when it eventually did end, you hit rock bottom. You hit rock bottom, completely wiped out. This is what took place. And when you're dealing with the book now, there's a book called The People Are the Secret. And it speaks about the cycles of civilizations. It got 800 years, 8,000 years, 800,000 years. So he's basically explaining how the civilizations, they don't last forever. They don't last forever. You know what I mean? Eventually they do deteriorate. The civilizations do deteriorate. And when they do deteriorate, This is what takes place. So again, now it makes sense. So if we just say, oh, they were just dealing with religious practices and common practice and all the different things, then that doesn't explain the state that we're in. But if we talk about the forbidden teachings, the forbidden knowledge, and say, okay, TVs, video cameras, magnetic core, what I'm saying, halfway rectifier, full wave rectifier, the bridge rectifier, all these different things, all this high sophisticated knowledge and sophisticated society, and that this sophisticated society came to an end now it starts to make sense. If you're so high up, when you eventually do come crashing down, when you eventually do fall, when it eventually ends, you know what I mean? That's it. You know what I'm saying? When it eventually does end, you know what I'm saying? It's over. You know what I mean? So really, that's really what took place. Now it starts to make sense. That's what a lot of the research I'm doing. Now it starts to fall into place now. It was so sophisticated. One statement I did make, as it pertains to the more extended version, one statement I did make was that the only difference between modern civilization and ancient civilization is industry. That's the only difference. This is what I'm coming to find now, and again I'll reveal this later on. I'll start to reveal the cellular biology. There's so much stuff to come out, but again I have to take my time with this, when the people are ready and see and really deal with the people, and on the level of their consciousness, so really there's so much stuff. So again, what we're dealing with is, so again, the only difference now between modern civilization and ancient civilization was or is industry. Industry was the only difference. They had it all. They had everything, and this is what I've come to understand now. They had everything, literally everything, and this is I'm finding these things now. And that's the thing when I say when you're dealing with Egypt now. I think I said this for years, or I said this a couple of years ago. I said, if you don't know what you're looking for, you can't find it. So a lot of these guys, they go there, they go to the temples and stuff, they don't really know what they're looking for, so they go as tourists taking pictures, don't know what they're looking for. This is what we've done for years, 80s, 90s, you know what I'm saying? We've done for years, we've gone there, we not know what we're looking for, so we don't find it. I know what to look for now, and I'm finding this stuff now. It's starting to speak to me now. The walls and all, they're speaking to me now. I'm seeing these things now. It's amazing stuff. But again, it's not just Egypt. It's not just Egypt. All our civilizations, really, all our civilizations all over the world. The point of the matter is, you were at such a high, sophisticated state that when it did come crashing down, when it did end, it was a wrap. It was over. So this is what took place. So really, the whole point of this video, I say, moving into 2020 now, moving into 2020, what we need to take place now. We need to start going beyond black consciousness now, because black consciousness basically is, we did this, we did that. We did this, we did that. We're going to there as tourists taking pictures, but now this black cultism now are really going beyond black consciousness into the higher knowledge, ushering in a new era now, is understand, okay, then why we did this and what actually took place and what we was actually doing. And this is the kind of research I've been doing now. I've gone beyond the pettiness now. I'm doing research now, looking at some stuff now where the stuff that I found now, that a lot of people say, oh, they debate, oh, what the Egyptians black, what the Egyptians black. Say, I don't even need that. You could take Egypt away, and I can show you the Nubian was dealing with some science. I can show you the Nubian sciences, they were dealing with it too. You know what I'm saying? So people say, oh, they just, I don't say, I'm beyond all that, all the pettiness of what they black, what they what. I don't care about all that. I can show you the Nubian side. I can show you papyrus where they say the Nubian is greater than the Egyptian. I can show you these papyruses. So I'm beyond all that pettiness. I'm beyond all that. You see what I'm saying? This is the level I've reached now. Beyond the pettiness, beyond black consciousness. Because I met this one brother now, when I went to this Liberation Day or whatever. That's probably the last time I probably go to them kind of things there, because what it is, I met this one brother down there now, and I was basically explaining to him, the Egyptians, they were dealing with this quantum physics, quantum mechanics and all that, and his response was, well, the Menenetia ain't really been deciphered. And I said, okay, that's cool, that's your opinion, Menenetia ain't been deciphered, that's cool. But then he rang me and stuff. I mean, obviously we exchanged numbers and that. Then he rang me and said, went from my videos and stuff. Said, I don't really agree with the flat Earth stuff. I don't really agree with the flat Earth stuff. But okay, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, then so you don't agree that the Menetia is being deciphered, right? But then you also don't. So you don't agree with the quantum physics, quantum mechanics, high science that we brought forth. But then you also don't agree with the flat Earth stuff. So I'm thinking, at what point does your consciousness begin? Then where does your consciousness begin? Then you don't have to be a flat Earth. You don't have to deal with quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and all that, dealing with ancient Egypt. But if you're disregarding both those things, at what point does your consciousness begin? At what point does your consciousness end? So he was dealing with the black consciousness. We did this, we did that. He wasn't actually deep into the knowledge, and this is what I mean. Coming into 2020 now, we need to go beyond now. The year of vision, the year of ushering in a new era of consciousness now. Going beyond the black consciousness, the pettiness, we did this, we did that, they was black, this and that. When we can go beyond all that and actually finding out what they was doing now, and the purpose of this. So really, I'm tapping into this knowledge heavy now. And again, coming into the next few years now, 2020, 2021, I'm going to start disseminating this, finding ways to disseminate this forbidden knowledge right here. I really want to do this. So again, man, that's what we're going to do. So again, because a quick video right here, guys, coming to 2020 now. So yeah, man, I'm ushering in a new era right here, man. Alright, man, so yeah, there's a quick video right here. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you took some good information from this. Alright, people.